Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Hazen Barrel Craftworks here in the Hazen Barrel Homestead and our humble whiskey room. I'm the Alchemist. Have you ever felt left out? Or worse yet, have you been the one who's left someone out or something out and then felt a little bit bad about it? Turns out I did that last week on our sour mash week. And it really hit home for me when we were having a little bit of a chat in our Bourbonado group when someone kind of threw the BS flag out on tasting notes for whiskeys and bourbons. And as I was reading that one, it dawned on me when I realized I left one of my sour mash bottles out of last week's videos. Henry McKenna. I didn't intentionally leave it out. I was looking for a pour last week and rifling through my bottles, and here was another bottle of sour mash. And I thought, well, it's a new crack. I want to see what it tastes like. And as I had a pour, I was coincidentally reading this post by one of our Bourbonado folk, and I love that community. So if any of y'all are looking for a really fun, really good, interesting community where you can learn a lot about whiskey, check out Bourbonado. But as I was reading that post, throwing the BS flag out on tasting notes, I realized I can't really put my finger on the notes on this sour mash. So I thought I better not leave this one out. I better do a video on it this week. It is nice and sweet, but what is that sweetness? I want to call it caramel, but it's not exactly caramel. I want to call it brown sugar, but it's not exactly brown sugar. A lot of times what I do when I can't really make out the nose on a whiskey or a bourbon is I like to take a sip or two and just acclimate my palate. Oh, it tastes nice too, though. Just acclimate my palate. Let all the flavors and everything that get my palate used to, everything used to the bourbon, the whiskey, whatever I'm drinking. And does it come around? And I usually like to let it set. But I don't think all y'all want to sit around and watch me in a video just standing here waiting for everything to develop. What I really settle on this, really, and for any of y'all from my Bourbonado community who may watch this, there are notes in this. And to me, there are notes in every whiskey and bourbon. They're a little bit different for me. They're a little bit different for the next person who's going to grab this bottle and maybe give it a try. But what I settle on for this is more of a simple white sugar melting on the stove, but it's buttery. It's a nice, buttery, browning white sugar smell, and you get that exact same thing on the palate. And I think the reason it confused me so much is because I've honestly never had a whiskey or a bourbon that had notes like this for me. And on the palate, it's the same thing. And to me, that butteriness is really nice. So I'm sorry, Henry McKenna, that I left you out, but I'm glad I got to taste you. And as you all know, I'd love to have you come back around, so please take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.